Argentina's diplomatic government was involved in a military coup just 2 years before the 1978 World Cup. In September 1977, Interior Minister General Albano Harguindegay announced that 5,618 people had recently disappeared in Argentina. Many countries were hesitant to travel to Argentina due to the political turmoil, but the Argentine government insisted on proving its legitimacy and credibility in the world by holding this World Cup, so they used every tool that could be for the success of Argentina in this tournament. In the end, the Argentine government spent about $700 million to hold these games. For this reason, the 1978 World Cup was called the dirtiest World Cup of all time. The logo of the games was inspired by the famous salute of the Argentine former president Juan Perón with two hands above his head. One team from Africa, one team from Asia, one team from North America, 3 teams from South America, and 10 teams from Europe reached the World Cup. This is the last World Cup, which was held with 16 teams. The format of the games was like the previous World Cup. To know the details of the 1974 World Cup, you can watch the previous video of the Final Matches channel. The first group was the competition's death group. Hosts Argentina with Italy, Hungary, and France. All of Argentina's games were played at night and after the first game of the group so that they know the results and know where they stand at the table. After the match with Hungary, which ended with a 2-1 victory for Argentina, the Hungarian coach said, "Everything, even the air, is in favor of Argentina." Anyway, with the victory against France, Argentina's promotion was confirmed. But the interference outside of football does not end at this point. Argentina went to the next stage of the games along with Italy. In the second group, the defending champion West Germany was present along with Poland, Mexico, and Tunisia. The important event of the second group happened in the game between Tunisia and Mexico, where Tunisia won the first victory of an African team in the World Cup with a score of 3-1. Although Mexico was not ready at all and lost all 3 games, Tunisia's result was a historic win. However, it was not difficult to predict the rise of West Germany and Poland from this group. The main surprise happened in the third group, where Austria, which returned to the World Cup after many years, defeated Spain and Sweden in its first 2 games and confirmed its promotion to the next stage before Brazil. Brazil needed a win in their last game against Austria due to the draw against Sweden. What Brazil did with Roberto Dinamite's single goal and beat Austria. But Austria reached first place in the third group due to scoring more goals. The fourth group consisted of the Netherlands, Peru, Scotland, and Iran. Dutch star Johan Cruyff did not participate in the World Cup. At first, it was said that this ban was due to Cruyff's political beliefs, but 30 years later, this claim was denied by Cruyff. The main reason for this absence was that a few months before the World Cup, he and his family were victims of a kidnapping in Barcelona. However, the Netherlands was still very strong and defeated Iran 3-0 in the first game. Iran, the champion of Asia, left the games without a win, and their only draw against Scotland caused Scotland to be eliminated from the competition for the second time in a row due to a lower goal difference. In the second round, the All-European Group A included Italy, West Germany, the Netherlands, and Austria. In the second week of games, the Netherlands repeated the previous World Cup final against West Germany, but this time without Cruyff and Gerd Müller, who were the main stars of the 1974 final. The game was very sensitive and close followed, but it ended without a winner and with a result of 2-2. In the last week, Italy and the Netherlands faced each other in a situation where the winner would go to the final. In the 19th minute, Italy took the lead with an own goal by Ernie Brandts. But this goal was compensated by Ernie Brandts himself in the 49th minute. And in the 76th minute, Ari Hahn scored the winning goal for the Netherlands to reach the final of the competition for the second time in a row. The defending champion, West Germany, and the surprise of the competition, Austria, were eliminated from the games at this stage. Group B included Brazil, Argentina, Poland, and Peru. The main battle was between Brazil and Argentina. The direct match between the two teams in the second week was full of violence and tension. The game ended with a 0-0 draw, and both teams went to the last week of the second round with 3 points. In the last week, Argentina changed its game time to be informed of the result of Brazil's game against Poland first. The game ended with a score of 3-1 in favor of Brazil. Now Brazil's goal difference was +5, and Argentina knew that to reach the final, they had to beat Peru with a difference of 4 goals or more. There have been numerous allegations of threats or bribes being paid to Peruvian players, all of which have been denied by the players. But this change in playing time is an incredible interference. Anyway, Argentina beat Peru 6-0 and went to the final with a better goal difference than Brazil. Brazil defeated Italy 2-1 in the third-place playoff and finished the cup in third place. On June 25, 1978, the Netherlands and Argentina faced each other at Estadio Monumental in Buenos Aires. There were many criticisms of Cesar Luis Menotti for not inviting the 17-year-old Maradona to the national team. But he had a good reason. Mario Kempes is confident and brilliant in this position. In the Netherlands, the main issue was the absence of Johan Cruyff. However, total football was a team philosophy and its implementation was not based on the presence of a particular player. The game started in front of 71,483 spectators. The home team scored the first goal in the 38th minute by Mario Kempes. Dutch efforts to tie the game in the final minutes of the game worked. Dick Nanninga scored the equalizing goal for the Netherlands in the 82nd minute. In the final minutes, the Dutch could have won the game, but Rensenbrink's shot hit the post, so the game ended in a 1-1 draw in the 90th minute and went to extra time. In the 105th minute, Mario Kempes scored the second goal for Argentina to show why he is preferable to Maradona. In the 115th minute, Daniel Bertoni killed all hopes of the Netherlands for the championship. This was the second time in a row that the Netherlands failed to win the championship by losing to the host of the tournament in the final. The Dutch did not participate in the final ceremony of the game in protest against the time-consuming tactics of the Argentines, which were used to delay the game. Argentina was able to celebrate its first championship in the World Cup with many accusations. The top scorer of the games and the best player of the games was Argentinian Mario Kempes with 6 goals. The first goal of the Netherlands against Scotland in the first round matches was the 1,000th goal scored in the World Cup. By holding this World Cup, Argentina proved that the 1934 World Cup and Mussolini's interventions were not as strange as we think. What do you think? Do you think Argentina could have won the 1978 World Cup without political interference? Leave us a comment and don't forget to introduce the Final Matches channel to your friends.